Yorkshire Live. I will not be returning and will be requesting an official refund. Angry parents to boycott Yorkshire Park as son 2 falls in sheep poo. How dare the animals defecate! Well, good evening, laddies, lasses, and louses, and you there, specifically Caroline. I'm looking at you. You look dandy, fine, delicious this fine day. How are you doing? I hope you find yourself well on this channel. Anyway, welcome everyone to The Click. Today, we're gonna look at something beautiful. I'm gonna get a bit political here, so trigger warning for all politicians. What? There's a group of people in this world that is heavily discriminated against, that is really undeserving. Today we're not going to talk about that. Today we're going to talk about Karens. More specifically, r/fu Karen. It's not very political at all. Gotcha. Anyway, so I do hope that you enjoy this. And if you do enjoy, can I be to channel? What are you waiting for? Oh my god, is your finger broken? There is no excuse. Unless your finger is broken, in that case you have my sincere condolences.
Hashtag don't call me Karen, 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 Karen. I'm gonna make a statement with the ugliest, most recognizable piece about me.
Which is, why do people have this haircut? Oh my god, it's better if you just go bald and just grow a mustache. Everyone looks better with a mustache.
1 star. Didn't offer dessert and it was my birthday.
We appreciate your sense of entitlement during this time. Let us just apologize to you on behalf of all restaurants, including owners, managers, servers, dishwashers, and other employees that have either lost their jobs, gone bankrupt, had to cut back on everything in life, or had to scramble for other employment. During a pandemic, no less, that you were not offered a free dessert on your birthday. Free because that dessert that you so craved on the house is not actually free. Nonetheless, due to this pandemic that we have lost 75% of our business over the last 15 months, had to cut staff and employment hours. We have cut back on expenses and no longer offering free items. We do sincerely apologize you didn't get that dessert. P.S. Your comment had been reported to Google as being inappropriate because, well, it is. It's offensive to every single person, every single industry that has been negatively affected by this pandemic. It's offensive to every person who lost their jobs, their business, their savings, and their home.
But I didn't get my free birthday pop cupcake with a little candle.
If there's anyone's birthday today, happy birthday. I do hope you got a cake, not like this. General. Horn blowing to the lady that flipped me off on Blorp Drive when I honked my horn. I bet your phone isn't on your car roof anymore. There isn't a I in that iPhone anymore. If a person has ugly thoughts, it begins to show on their face. And when the person has ugly thoughts every day, every week, every year, the face gets uglier and uglier until it gets so ugly you can hardly bear to look at it. A person who has good thoughts cannot ever be ugly. You can have a wonky nose or a crooked mouth or a double chin or stick out teeth. But if you have good thoughts, they will shine out of your lovely face like sunbeams, and you will always look lovely. I think that's a very cute way of saying it. Like, not everyone in the world will end up being a model. That's not really a appropriate standard to ever set. But I know so many people, especially, for example, elderly family, that are so sweet. They're such sweethearts. And of course, they are not in their prime, so to say, but they are still such beautiful people because you see that attitude and those thoughts just shine through, and it's so amazing. There's a lot of truth in this. The ugliest people are the ones with the worst intentions, not gonna lie. Let me know if I'm the only person who thinks like this, but after you get to know a person, their personality is like glued onto their face, and every time you see them, you associate that face with whatever personality that might be, and that usually decides if you find them ugly or not.
When I see rich, snooty-looking women at the grocery store, I pretend I need something and say, "Excuse me, do you work here?" Just to help keep things real. I'm sorry, that was a real diamond necklace. I thought it was plastic. Just like you.
I am going to change my hair.
For the better, right?
For the better, right? Karen.
I can't breathe without a mask. I have a medical condition.
Also, Karen, why is that dog barking? I swear to God. Stop. I want a window open because it's hot. I love doggos, but please not now. Doggo? I need to shit on Karens, no?
Oh my god, come on, I have to choose either dog barfing
in freaking recording or I burn up. Alright, I guess it's burn up time. Karen.
I can't breathe with a mask, I have a medical condition.
Also, Karen.
1 star. Worst after sales experience ever. Was missing a part of the fan. It took 2 weeks and 8 phone calls to get some action. Finally got the part. Will never return.
Response from the owner. Hi, Blorp. After speaking with the store manager, I have to say that I'm surprised by your review and comments. You purchased this fan back in February, 9 months ago, off display at half price. You only contacted us a couple of weeks ago to say there was a part missing. We were more than happy to help you in sourcing the replacement part at no cost. We did say that it might take a couple of weeks to get the part in. Calling the store every couple of days to chase it up was not going to make it go any faster and was not needed in order to get some action. We feel we did our best to resolve your problem as quickly as possible and manage your expectations. Sorry you feel that this was your worst sales experience ever. If it was just a thing off the shelf at half price, I am really surprised they even bothered getting you parts in the first place, because it sounds like a part could even be more expensive than the fan was itself. This is just a lie! What are you doing?
Meh, tough shite. I don't return my cart almost ever, Walmart or otherwise, not my problem. I don't take it out in the parking lot or let it roll away. Beyond that, I couldn't care less how hard it is for someone who works there. It's not on the roof or upside down. If I asked for the service, I could have an employee load my car for me and then walk my car back to the return for me. It's included in the cost of what I buy. So collect the carts from the lot and quit complaining. I'm also not bagging my own groceries or apologizing for wanting deli meat specifically cut. If you hate working retail, frickin' quit.
But you can say this about any job. It's like,
oh, you don't like it when I mistreat you when you work as phone support? Don't work phone support.
It's like, people need jobs. Stop being a I don't think you would enjoy people showing out at your work and acting like schmucks and then telling you, just to get a different job then if you don't want to deal with me. Or, that crappy person can just be, tossed out. That's the beautiful part. There are private businesses, so if you have a manager that has a bit of a backbone and don't care too much about your $5, I hope they do kick you out, because no employee deserves this kind of attitude. A 4-year-old in Colorado died from flu this week. Days before his mom reached out to a Facebook biggest anti-vax group. Members told her not to take the Tamiflu a doctor had prescribed, but give him oils and elderberries and put potatoes in his socks. Oh my god, that's so dark. Pseudoscience is usually harmless when it comes to silly like horoscopes and flat earth, but the problem is, it's kind of like with gateway drugs, If you start believing in pseudoscience, it's just a little bit of time until,
hey, I just found this really quirky Facebook group about anti-vax. How about killing some children? Wow, that's f***ing amazing. Cool.
I really hope that the parents here actually got charged with the responsibility for this tragic event. Not vaccinated kids should really be considered child abuse. Like, honestly, it's not a choice. It's endangerment, and it's endangering the whole of society. You are a piece of work.
Hey, I loved your tofurkey dinner recipe you shared. How long have you been vegan?
Hey, thanks. I love making it. I'm not vegan though. I'm sorry. Glad you enjoyed it.
Oh, vegetarian?
No, I just don't like the taste and textures of most meats.
Oh, so you're like pretending to be vegan because it's cool and in? I have been vegan for 3 years, and that was the best decision I made in my life. It's not hip or cool, it's important.
Good for you. That's great. I'm not pretending to be vegan at all. In fact, I'm quite open about eating beef on my profile. There is public posts that state that. I just like tofu more than most meats.
Tofu is strictly for vegan vegetarians. You are basically admitting appropriating us and stealing what we need for your own selfish use. I'm going to request to admin that you're removed from our group.
With all due respect, I'm not appropriating anything. I'm eating food I like, you absolute And to be perfectly honest, all the food we consume is based on a free market. If more people start buying vegan options, that means more companies are going to be willing to produce it, which means more options and better food. Like, this is a win-win. What are you complaining about? Jesus Christ. You are the one complaining that, you're just in it to be hip and cool, but you're the one who has this mega identity crisis about being vegan. Like, God, be happy more people want to eat vegan stuff even if they're not fully vegan. It gives you more options. Like... Me speaks my native language. Karen,
this is America, speak English!
We are in Sweden. Oh my god, that's an average-looking Swedish me. I am a very, very good bartender with long hair and yes.
Hello, if you don't be a sheep and wear a mask, I will tip you an extra 15 cash, just trying to make sure people aren't sheep emoji.
Hi, Timothy. I'm sorry, but my health is worth more than $15. On my way now.
Okay, you'll be getting a bad review, idiot libtard.
Thanks, I left your food on the porch. Merry Christmas.
Have fun living on unemployment after I get you fired. You sheep.
Wow, very nice. Honestly, never mess with people who handle your food. That should be like lesson 1 in just survival. Okay, not gonna, I don't think it's getting through because this person is obviously not a sheep. When Cupid then starts posting COVID-19 conspiracy theories on her story, why? 1 star. Required mask well after Texas stopped mask mandate. At bookstore. Across the street, full tables, no mask. A family of 4 comes into the sleepy, empty bookstore and gets turned away. We have our vaccines. Why require us to wear a mask? We support safety and vaccines and COVID policy, but hate companies that don't need, appreciate, or welcome our business because our views of wearing a mask after vaccinating. It's a shame. I think that the levels in society of people who are not yet vaccinated are pretty high, so if the person who runs the store might be at risk, that might be a good preference. Secondly, at least according to what I read, I'm not an expert, so please double check for yourself if you're unsure, but you can still carry around the virus even if yourself are immune. So if you meet people who are immunocompromised, for example, make sure to wear a mask, because even if you don't get sick for it yourself, you can still get it stuck on your hands, you can have it like in your slime, in your nose and that kind of stuff. It usually doesn't stay as long if you're not sick yourself, but that's as far as I read up on it, but feel free to correct me in the comments. So there are plenty of reasons to why they would mandate it. Also because they actually don't know if you are vaccinated or not, unless you have your papers with you. PetSmart, 1 star.
My husband and I have shopped here consistently for years, but we'll use a different location from now on. They will literally lock the doors right in front of your face if you shop 2 minutes later after closing.
They dared close at closing time? You know, they still need to lock the store and clean up, and if you come in 2 minutes late and take 15 minutes to pick out stuff, that means everyone is working there is like half an hour late for work. It's like, it's not nice. We are so glad that you're here. We apologize if our service is a little slower. And please be kind to our employees that are working hard to serve you, Duncan. How many Karens came by for them to put up the sign? Oh, God.
How do I stop my 12-year-old daughter from crying herself to sleep? I have punished her, and she still does it. Oh, Mommy, I'm kind of stop being such a softie. Oh, no.
Don't do that. Kids need emotional support sometimes. Believe it or not, your children are human too. I know, right? Shocker. I just want customers to know that when they complain, we don't get in trouble. We just make fun of you later. So who's the real loser here? Ho-ho! Vaccines are a gateway drug. To what? To health? Like, what's the next thing you take after vaccines? Oh, have you heard about the latest super vaccine? It makes you immune to everything, including Jesus Christ and having fun. It's a gateway drug to hell and losing your soul. By the way, VIP ticket to hell down in the descriptions. You can get there faster if you want to. You can get it without gatewaying and stuff, you know. A woman says her family's holiday to Point was ruined by people smoking drugs at the holiday park. Says a security guard refused to do anything, and when she asked him what his job actually was, she claims he said, "A better job than yours because I don't have holidays at Point." Oh my God. What an insane bird, I love that. Daily Mail. Wild pick of Karens accuse grocery store of committing war crimes for denying them the entry because they refuse to put on face masks. Oh my God, it's a war crime. We're not in war, but war crime. Spotted a wild Karen holding a parking spot with a typical pose. Ah, she looks likable. I don't get this. This is such a bullshit thing to do. This would be like at the grocery store, have your dumb kid run in front of everyone and just stand still in the line while you come struggling along with the cart. And then, you know, when you get there and 5 people are behind you, it's like, oh, that's my kid. I'm just ha 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 ha. First spot.
I am taking my business elsewhere.
Boom. Oh, that's a lot of negative karma. Ooh, I love the pain.
Government of Canada.
Face mask medical exemption card. I have a medical condition that prevents me from wearing a mask and face covering. CDC isn't Canadian, is it? This card holder is exempt from the local regulation, blah, 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 and a lot of BS. My friend's cousin was presented this at work. Oh my God. Are you seriously getting a custom fake card printed before just wearing a mask? Like, which is more effort? God. It's fake, reported as a false use of government logo. Yeah, they got banned. So many errors on the card. You mean to tell me the CDC, right where my father works in Atlanta, Georgia, has nothing to do with Canada? Oh, yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
The manager. This will be the end of Wakanda. Oh, God! When you offer anti-vax people scientific proof that vaccines are safe, but they still believe in Facebook blogs and essential oils. Okay, frick you, how's that? Karen doesn't want vaccine because she believes vaccine causes autism and contains microchips. Me doesn't want vaccine because I'm afraid of the needle. Maybe I am a Karen. I'm afraid of needles too. Every time I go to get a vaccine or something, I'm like sitting there, like half panicking in cold sweat. Sometimes I need to lay down afterwards. But I still do it. The one time I didn't do it, was when there was a huge shortage of flu vaccine, and unless I showed up the first minute, I wouldn't have gotten it anyway. So it's kind of like, okay, let's just save it for the risk group. Convenient. I don't have to do the needle, and I also shouldn't this one time, so there we go.
Just heard fireworks that are posted on the community page. Oh my god, it could be. It's a rough neighborhood. Oh my god, have you seen all these kids having fun?
Wearing a mask, prison. Corporate needs to define the difference between this picture and this picture. Karen's.
They're the same picture.
The Karen.
Hello, Facebook. Today I'm going to rant about the new Loki series on Disney+. It's disgusting! 4 exclamation marks. It teaches our kids that it's okay to be sex fluid and bisexual. These are not real and do not exist. The show is brainwashing our kids, and I have to ban my kids from Disney Plus in order to stop them from watching this. It's outrageous that I'm wasting money on Disney Plus subscription. I want a refund. My man, this Loki series, take it off Disney Plus. Loki is cancelled.
Of course a Karen would be supporting cancel culture. Yikes. How many exclamation marks is that in the whole text? If someone has the energy to count, please leave a comment. I would love to know.
Triggered. Live, laugh, lay down suppressive fire at the Walmart when they won't give you your birthday cake for free.
I am vaccinated by the precious blood of Jesus Christ. No virus can touch me. Ooh, it's Slut Karen. I just think vaccinations aren't the right answer for me and my children. I believe in oils and shut your mouth!
Oh no, I cry.
Perfect impression.
I will not get vaccinated because I will get injected by a microchip and always be followed.
Here's your watch that tracks you, here's your laptop that tracks you, here's your phone that tracks you, here is Google that tracks you, here's your giant TV that's probably tracking you, and here is like a giant freaking satellite constantly tracking you. One thing that I always think about whenever there's conspiracy about tracking people, yes, you should always be safe. For example, consider how easy it is to find information about you if people have your real name. It might be a good idea to take, for example, your address and phone number and stuff off public Facebook pages, maybe removing your public pictures or public profiles and that kind of stuff so people don't track you and stalk you as easily. But on the other hand, when it comes to like government agencies or more serious stuff that doesn't have to do with just sick individuals in society, who would really be interested in spying on you? That's usually how I feel. Like, oh my god, big data is spying on you. Like, okay, wow, they're gonna know I clicked on YouTube 5 times today. Big congratulations. Stay safe online, like seriously. Mind your privacy, but also mind it within reason. Dear customers, can we please ask that you whisper whilst in our garden? This is due to the fact that we have some neighbors that forgot they live next door to a pub and not a library, and have nothing better to do than run to the council and whinge. Beautiful.
Oh my god, I thought this was a library beer place.
This reminds me of people in my state, Vermont, who bought a house next to a dairy farm, and then complains to the town about the smell of manure. The town tells them to get lost. I mean, if the place you're buying costs less, there's probably a reason for it, whether that be the environment or noise levels or whatever it might be. Every place you live has ups and downs. If it's a perfect place, it's probably really expensive.
Hush! You won't believe this, 2 stars. I purchased 2 hush blankets for my mom and myself. I paid over $600 for the blanket. Love the product. I'm so happy about the purchase, but that's not all of it. Reason for the 2-star review. I was downtown Toronto today, and I kid you not, there was a homeless couple sleeping under a hush. They also had pillows and a cool new eye mask. So I asked them, how did they get that? They responded, some guy come on a truck and dropped them off, and we took one. I guess I'm just mad because I worked so hard to buy the hush while they're giving it out for free. That's all. Still a good product, I guess. Not happy I paid for it.
I'm so sorry you can no longer show off your status blanket because someone actually did charity with the same product. Wow, I am so sorry for your victimness. It's the struggle. I can't believe you have to put up with this stuff in your amazing life. Karen.
I take offense to the new movie Karen coming out. With Karens are with me on suing Hollywood for the use of our name and not portraying our name. Oh my god, it's probably copyright or something. Can I copyright him for using my name?
If you identify so heavily with like the really caricaturic parody that is a internet Karen, maybe you should like reconsider your choices. The caricature has to do with how you act, not much else. So if you identify so heavy with it, you're kind of just admitting being a little
Karen, you just lost a customer.
Multi-billion-dollar company. Yes, very sad. Anyway. Well, laddies, lasses, and lasses, I do hope you enjoyed this video and got to vent some of your frustrations against the Karens of this beautiful, beautiful world we otherwise inhabit. Other than that, I hope you have an awesome rest of your day. Stay safe, stay moist, and take care.